Hey guys, it's time for Trainer Tip Tuesday. I decided today I'm going to talk a little bit about your back and how it affects the muscles on your back affect your shoulders. So one of the most common complaints that I hear is, especially with push-ups and things like that, that your shoulders hurt. Well, a lot of times the problem with your shoulder joint actually doesn't lie in the shoulder, it lies in weakness in the back. So your body has obviously muscles in the front and muscles in the back. And what happens a lot of times, because of the way our society operates, the muscles in the back of our bodies tend to be elongated and weaker. So if you sit at a desk all day, you probably sit hunched over like this. If you text a lot, you're rolling. We tend to roll our shoulders forward. We hunch over, we sit forward. And that means that all of the muscles in our back just get stretched out. So if you think about the muscles that hold your shoulder joint intact, I'm going to try to put this down. If you think about the muscles in your shoulder joint that hold the ball in the socket, you have muscles in the front and muscles in the back. And when we roll forward, these muscles that are in the front get tight, and this muscle in the back gets really stretched out. So your shoulder joint can no longer be held in socket properly. I hope that makes sense. So what happens, what we need to do, instead of really trying to make our chest stronger, because this is tight already, these muscles are tight, we need to lengthen those out and strengthen the muscles in the back, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I love for back. You can do rows with dumbbells. If you're going to do those, you want to make sure that your shoulders are back and down. One of the most common problems that I see with rows, I don't think I can put this up here. I can. Look at that. I'm just going to pretend I have weights. One of the most common things I see with rows is shoulders roll forward and down. And that's really hard on your shoulder joint. So when you start with a row, pretend I have weights in my hands, roll your shoulders back and down. So I have a nice flat back, and then I'm going to hinge just at the hips. So my shoulder blades stay rolled back and down. From here, you draw the weights up. So my elbows are in, not out here, pull them in. You're just drawing the weights up like that, squeezing your shoulder blades together, okay? The other thing that I really like using is resistance bands. I have a door anchor, which I'm going to show you guys from the other side. Please ignore my messy closet. I don't have to show you. The door anchor just has this little thing on the side. It's not fancy. It's just a little strap that has a loop at the end. So I'm going to hang that over my door, putting it in close to the hinges over here versus out there. Ideally, you would have them on the other side of the door so that you're like pulling the door closed. That doesn't work for this room. I wouldn't have room because it goes into my closet. But placing the door anchor closest to the hinges is really important. It's less likely to pull the door open on you. Make sure that the door is all the way closed, and you can get those. Mine is a Body Elastics brand. I got it on Amazon. I have several different resistance bands. Some are from Beachbody. Some were gifted to me. But there's lots of different ones. If you want some help with bands, I can certainly help you with that. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to show you how to do a lat pull down with the bands, which I love because it works the lats, which are the large, obviously because it's a lat pull down, the large muscles in your back. You have to pulls the resistance, but you have to resist it back too. So that gives you the eccentric and concentric motion, which is really important for strengthening any muscle. All right, so I'm going to disappear for a second. So just grabbing the handles. Again, just like with the rows, hinging at the hips, I want to, before I start pulling, before I start with the lat pull down, I need to engage my shoulder blades. So I don't know if you can see that difference. Right now, my shoulders are up by my ears. My core is engaged. All I'm going to do is pull my shoulders away. So I've already engaged my lats. That's really important. If I don't engage my lats, my shoulders, because your shoulders are probably a stronger muscle, they're going to try to do the work, and that's not work they should be doing. So pull your shoulders away from your ears first, looking slightly forward. Your head should not be up. It should not be crunched either. Your feet can be a split stance. They can be here. You can have a much wider split stance. It's kind of up to you. What's important is that your back is flat. None of this, none of this. A nice flat back, core is engaged, and then all I'm going to do is drive my elbows down my body. Nice straight line. So it's as if my upper arms my arms were attached to my ears, and they can't go below or above. So controlling it back, driving my elbows into my sides, and then extend slowly. Don't let it snap back. All right? So that's a lat pull down with bands attached to a door. And that's a really great way to work your back when you are at home. All right? Have a great day. There's your Trainer Tip Tuesday. If you have any questions, let me know.